drive them all out there a minute and close the trap up. You're all on there. You're all on there, aren't you? Now you can go out.
Right, so what's new different this week?
Right, so different this week. We've got 2 races this week again, but they're 2 different days. So we're basketing now for tomorrow, which is Saturday. They're going with the 3 Counties Classic Club to Brighton, which is 250 mile. And then tomorrow I've got to basket the birds for the Cornish Combine, who's going to Stony Cross, which is 180 mile. So seeing I couldn't feed them the same, the cocks and hens, I've fed the cocks up to send the cocks to Brighton, and the hens will get their final feed tonight to be basketed tomorrow. So this is the first cock that's going. He was actually our first pigeon back last week after first race in after injury. He was bred by Brian and Karen Hawes. GB22N 61198. Now this cock has been really unfortunate throughout his life. He's always got hooked up every year, and this year is no different, but he's in fine form now. He's a little bit longer cast pigeon, but he was our first pigeon through the trap last week. So this is a Jerez pigeon. Beautiful eye on him. They're lovely condition, even the feathers are soft. He won't be quite as clean, although he's still very clean. Nice pink skin. He's growing his first flight.
And you were saying that's a good sign for
Yeah,
condition.
I like to see them grow in their first flight because they start to come into form a little bit more. Especially the older ones. The yearlings doesn't really matter so much, but the 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, they come into form a little bit more once they've dropped that first flight. One single tail flight, so nice to look for. So he's going. Okay, another yearling cock, 23A 60788, been a very, very consistent pigeon for me, this one has. He was my 4th pigeon back from Stony Cross last week, 183 mile. Just fraction off the pace, not a lot. He's been really consistent. He's had some good combine positions, and he's been there or thereabouts every week. He's growing his 2nd flight. Nice bright eye. Mouth is slightly pale. Nothing wrong with him. Plenty of body on him, plenty of muscle on him. It's good to go. Okay, another yearling, GB23A 60913. Now he's handling pretty good, but he went to Stony Cross last week and he was my last pigeon. He came the next day. So I won't be sending this cock this week. Mouth is looking perfect. Skin is looking perfect. Body is looking perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He hasn't dropped a flight yet. He's in perfect condition. But now I've got to think, why didn't he come back last week on the day? Was it just falcons? He's handling really good. I think what I'll do with this cock, I'll send this cock to the shorter race tomorrow. See how he gets on with that. Okay, another yearling, GB23A 60873, blue cock. A little bit longer cast pigeon, not exactly my cup of tea in the hand, but he's been consistent. Mouth is good, eyes are nice and bright, skin is good, no dig marks under the wing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, ease. Growing his first flight. Good to go to the long race. This is a yearling hen that I'm sending, GB23A 60769. Last week she went to Wincanton for a Friday race, 155 mile. She came home, had a few hours rest, some food, but I put some glucose on her food as well. A good drink. She was handling so good, I sent her back to Stony Cross and she was our third bird, only just behind the first two. This hen's going to the long race this week, 250 miles. She's handling really good. Nice soft feathers. She's had one training toss this week. She's growing her second flight. Nice little yearling hen. Blue-white flight, 23A 60851. This is the second hen that's going. She's a smaller pigeon, nice racy pigeon. She isn't quite as clean as the rest of them. She was about 3 minutes off the pace last week. But this pigeon will be going to the longer race. She's all good. Good to go. Oh, it's warm in here.
Good luck, babies. See you tomorrow.
Appreciate everybody watching and tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, it doesn't cost anything. Just subscribe and it helps the channel.